Welcome back to WION World is One. You're watching Speed News with me, Vidur Kathuria. Let's get started. President Donald Trump insisted that the United States is in charge of Venezuela after the capture of Nicolas Maduro. He said that the US will run Venezuela but was also dealing with the new leadership in Caracas. He stated that elections must wait until the broken country was fixed. Speaking from Mar-a-Lago, Trump announced a temporary governance plan led by US to rebuild infrastructure and manage oil reserves. Meanwhile, US President Donald Trump warned Venezuela's interim leader Delcy Rodriguez that she would face a big price if she failed to cooperate with Washington following the dramatic capture of Nicolas Maduro. The administration signaled readiness to engage with Maduro's remaining government but stressed that cooperation must align with US objectives, chief among them securing access to Venezuela's vast oil reserves. Responding to Trump's warning, Venezuela's interim leader, Delcy Rodriguez, said at the same time that she was ready to work together with the Trump administration, asking the US leadership for a balanced, respectful relationship. Venezuelan opposition leader Edmundo González Urrutia has called the US capture of President Nicolas Maduro a turning point, but warned the democratic transition remains unfinished. In a video message, he demanded the release of political prisoners and urged the armed forces to uphold the July 2024 mandate, declaring himself Venezuela's president and commander-in-chief. Deposed Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro is scheduled to appear before a US federal judge just 2 days after being captured in a military operation. He is expected to face narco-terrorism charges linked to allegations of drug trafficking into the United States. The European Union has declared that restoring democracy in Venezuela must be based on respecting the will of the Venezuelan people, while urging all actors to remain calm and exercise restraint to prevent escalation and ensure a peaceful resolution to the crisis. Caribbean air travel is rebounding as the FAA reopens regional airspace following a weekend grounding caused by the US military operation to capture Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. While San Juan's Luis Munoz Marin International remains congested with a backlog of delayed passengers, major carriers have restored service to Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands and Aruba, and assist thousands of displaced by the tactical shutdown. Airlines are deploying larger aircraft and waiving change fee for over a dozen destinations across the Lesser Antilles. US President Donald Trump warned Iran it would be hit very hard if security forces kill more demonstrators as protests entered their second week. Speaking aboard Air Force One, Trump said Washington is monitoring events closely and cautioned Tehran against repeating past crackdowns on dissent. Trump underscored the administration's readiness to act decisively should Tehran resort to deadly measures against its own citizens. US President Donald Trump warned that Cuba's government is on the brink of collapse, citing its heavy dependence on subsidized Venezuelan oil. Trump suggested Havana would struggle to endure without the shipments, which have long propped up the island's energy needs and economy. Trump played down the need for any action there. Trump's comments come as Cuban President Miguel Diaz-Canel denounced the U.S. capture of Venezuela's Nicolas Maduro as state terrorism. A massive power outage in Berlin's southwest districts continues to disrupt daily life after an arson attack on a cable bridge near the Lichterfeld power station damaged several lines and cut electricity to around 45,000 households and 2,200 businesses, while 10,000 households and 300 businesses in Lichterfeld have since been reconnected. About 35,000 households and 1,900 businesses in Nikolassy, Zellendorf and Wannsee remain without power, with full restoration expected by January 8th. According to grid operator Stromnetz, emergency services and help organizations repurposed a local sports hall offering emergency overnight options and a place to warm up and get internet and electricity access. Denmark's Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen and Greenland's leader Jens Frederik Nielsen urged US President Donald Trump to stop threatening to annex Greenland after he told The Atlantic magazine the US needs the island for defense. Trump's comments sparked alarm following the United States takeover of Venezuela. Denmark has called Trump's idea baseless and warned against threats to allies, while Greenland called Trump's remarks disrespectful, highlighting the area's strategic Arctic position and mineral wealth as reasons for US interest, despite its reliance on Danish subsidies. At least 26 people lost their lives and 14 others remained missing after a boat carrying farmers and fishermen capsized late on Saturday while traveling from the Jigawa state to Yobe state in northeastern Nigeria. Rescue teams have so far recovered 26 bodies and saved 13 passengers, with search operations still underway. At least 30 villagers have been killed and several abducted after gunmen raided a village in Nigeria, marking the latest deadly episode in a cycle of violence gripping the conflict-hit region. According to the police, gunmen stormed a village in northern Nigeria's Niger state on Saturday and opened fire on civilians, following which they also razed down the local market and several houses. Eyewitnesses said that the attackers had been present in nearby communities for nearly a week before carrying out the assault, and the violence was part of a series of raids that began on Friday in the nearby villages. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un oversaw the test of hypersonic missiles on Sunday, calling it proof of Pyongyang's nuclear readiness amid global tensions. Seoul and Tokyo confirmed detecting 2 ballistic missile launches, the first of the year, just before South Korea's President Lee Jae-myung left for a summit in Beijing. The Korean Central News Agency KCNA quoted Kim saying the test prepares forces for actual war, citing Venezuela's crisis as justification. All 40 people who perished in a New Year's fire at Swiss ski resort Bar have been identified, with half of them under the age of 18. The toll includes 20 minors, with victims ranging from ages 14 to 39. Investigators confirmed that among the deceased were 21 Swiss nationals and 19 foreign citizens. The foreign victims came from several European countries, including France, Italy, Belgium, Portugal, and Romania, as well as Turkey. Saudi-backed Yemeni troops retook the strategic port of Mukalla on Sunday, regaining control of Hadramaut and Al-Mara governorates. The rapid offensive reversed recent gains by UAE-backed Southern Transitional Council separatists the shift reasserts government authority over critical oil border regions and vital shipping lines near the Bab al-Mandab Strait. India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar is on a 6-day visit to France and Luxembourg. According to the Ministry of External Affairs, during his visit to France, Jaishankar will meet with French leadership and speak with Foreign Minister Jean-Noël Barrot. The discussions are expected to focus on progress under the India-France strategic partnership and key regional and global issues of mutual interest. Following his engagements in France, Jaishankar will travel to Luxembourg, where he will hold discussions with the Deputy Prime Minister Xavier Bettel. Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi says China and Pakistan have forged an ironclad friendship amid a volatile international environment as he met his Pakistani counterpart Ishaq Dar for the 7th round of China-Pakistan Foreign Ministers' strategic dialogue in Beijing. Both sides examined the full range of Pakistan-China relations, addressing major regional and global issues, and exchanged views on the China-Pakistan economic corridor, trade, multilateral collaboration and people-to-people ties. The latest round of talks come days after a Pentagon report highlighted the growing cooperation between Pakistan and China in defense and space. The report claimed that Beijing is considering setting up additional military bases across the globe, one of which is Pakistan. A powerful snowstorm swept across Bosnia on Sunday, triggering widespread disruption across several regions and major highways. In the capital, Sarajevo, traffic ground came to a halt after more than 70 centimeters of snow accumulated within just a few hours. Key highways linking the country's north and south were blocked for hours, forcing authorities to deploy snowplows to clear stranded routes. Several remote villages were left without electricity as the storm intensified. More snowfall expected in the coming days, and temperatures in Sarajevo and another central areas set to plunge as low as minus 14 degrees Celsius. Asian markets started the week on a firmer note, brushing off geopolitical shocks. Stocks across the region edge higher, with MSCI's Asia Pacific Index outside Japan up about 0.3%. US stock futures also tick slightly higher. Investors look past dramatic US military action in Venezuela over the weekend, where Washington says Nicolas Maduro was captured and the country is placed under temporary US control. Global investors face renewed geopolitical uncertainty after the capture of Nicolas Maduro, a rare intervention in Latin America that adds to market headline risk. Initial market reaction is muted. US futures rise and gold jumps more than 1% as investors balance risk-off sentiment with longer-term opportunities. President Donald Trump says the US will temporarily run Venezuela and claims American oil firms are ready to invest billions, potentially unlocking vast oil reserves over time. Analysts caution that restoring production could take years, requiring political stability and heavy investment, leaving markets vulnerable to further volatility in the near term. Oil prices are little changed as markets weigh political turmoil in Venezuela against ample global supply. Brent crude edges higher to around $61 a barrel, while US crude trades near $57. Investors are assessing the impact of US action over the weekend after President Donald Trump seized Maduro and kept a full US oil embargo in place. So far, Venezuela's oil production and refining operations remain unaffected, easing fears of immediate supply disruptions. Analysts say any export losses would have limited short-term impact due to plentiful supply. Meanwhile, OPEC and its allies agree to hold output steady, while tensions also rise over unrest in Iran. Japan's factory sector shows signs of stabilizing at the end of the year. Manufacturing activity stalls in December, with the PMI rising to 50, the line separating growth from contraction, ending 5 straight months of decline. The slowdown in new orders eases to its weakest pace since May, as some firms report improved sales from new projects and better than expected customer spending. Consumer and investment goods see gains, though intermediate goods remain weak. Export orders continue to fall, pressured by soft Asian demand, especially for semiconductors. California has launched a new online platform allowing residents to request the deletion of their personal data from hundreds of data brokers through a single application. The tool, called the Delete Request and Opt-out platform, implements the state's Delete Act passed in 2023 and applies to more than 500 registered data brokers. Data brokers will begin processing requests from August 2026 and will have 90 days to comply or report back. The California Privacy Protection Agency says the move will help reduce spam, identity theft, fraud, and data misuse, with penalties of $200 per day for non-compliant brokers. CES, the world's biggest showcase for consumer technology, is set to kick off in Las Vegas on Tuesday. The multi-day event will put the global tech industry in the spotlight, with artificial intelligence expected to dominate nearly every announcement. It will showcase everything from robots and electric vehicles to smart homes and healthcare technology. CES is organized by the Consumer Technology Association, drawing attendees and exhibitors from across the world. Last year, CES attracted more than 141,000 visitors from over 150 countries, regions, and territories. With more than 4,500 exhibitors, including 1,400 startups, organizers expect similar numbers again this year. CES is also a major economic boost for Las Vegas. Elon Musk has warned that users misusing Grok to create illegal content will face full legal consequences. The ex-owner said using AI does not reduce responsibility, and offenders will be treated the same as those uploading unlawful content directly. The warning comes a day after India's IT ministry ordered X to remove vulgar and illegal content, including material generated using Grok. Musk said accountability lies with users, not the AI tool, and misuse will not be excused. DoorDash has confirmed a viral incident in which a driver used an AI-generated image to falsely mark an order has delivered in Austin, Texas. The customer said the driver submitted a fake photo of food at his front door and marked the delivery complete without dropping off the order. DoorDash said it investigated the case, permanently removed the driver's account, and refunded the customer, adding it has zero tolerance for fraud and uses both technology and human review to stop abuse. After delivering a blockbuster debut in the Malayalam film industry with Loka Chapter 1, Kalyani Priyadarshan is set to make her Bollywood debut opposite Ranveer Singh in Pralay. The movie is a zombie thriller which will be directed by Jay Mehta, son of critically acclaimed filmmaker Hansal Mehta. Kalyani, who is the daughter of popular filmmaker Priyadarshan, made history in 2025 after becoming the first female actor from the Malayalam movie industry to lead a $33 million blockbuster. Indian actor Ashish Vidyarthi and his wife Rupali Barua were involved in a road accident in Guwahati. They were hit by a speeding motorcycle when the duo were crossing the road. In an online live session with his followers on social media, Vidyarthi said that he is now better. The actor sustained minor injuries. Meanwhile, his wife Rupali remains under medical observation.